outfits. Here are your schooling outfits.
I don't wanna be part of the routine. I don't wanna get caught in the machine. Gonna dream the biggest dream, play a part in every scene, 'cause life is but a show. So go, 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 tell the world to go, 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 tell the world to go, 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 show what you made of. Tell the world to go, 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 show what you made of.
If I were elected student body president, I would also add a second whiteboard in the back of the room so that everyone could see it, even Myron Wendelson with his Coke bottle glasses. And that's how I would improve classroom 312. Now, 313 is a little different. Here we obviously have a desperate need for regular floor buffing, which would keep shoes from squeaking on the floor and sounding like Myron Wendelson when he sneezes. And that concludes the ways in which I would improve each of the 40 classrooms here at West Hill. The 10th and final portion of my outline for success. In conclusion,
Yes! I'm awake.
I ask you, will we stand by and let the place where we prepare for our future become anything less than the best? Not on my watch, but maybe on my opponent's. I'm Victoria Jagger, and I approve this message. So, who wants to tell me what they thought about my campaign video? Oh, did you like my poem about locker combinations? I rhymed clockwise with counterclockwise. Not bad, huh? Guys, come on. Eric?
Yeah, Eric. You really want me to be honest?
Absolutely, brutally honest.
Okay. It was the most excruciatingly long video I've ever seen. It made me wish humans didn't have eyes or the capacity to make videos. If you release this 3-hour monstrosity, you'll not only lose the election, but every friend or family member you've ever had. But that's only if I'm being brutally honest.
Charlie? Laney? Well, it might be a tad long.
A tad long? Are you kidding? It was endless! I dozed off and dreamed I was being chased by a hideous monster. When I woke up and the video was still on, I wished I was back in the dream.
Was it really that bad? Well, my parents always taught me that if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all, so... What am I going to do? This is a big day for me. I'm on my way to a photo op with the Beekeepers Club and...
Oh, those beekeepers. They think they're so smooth calling everybody honey.
Yeah, they should mind their own beeswax.
Hey, nice.
Thanks. I came up with that one last spring, but I've been waiting till now to use it. I need to get that video out this morning because I'm going to mention it in my speech later today.
Tell you what, I can edit the video down to a shorter runtime.
You would do that?
Of course, as a personal favor to you and the rest of the world.
And on behalf of the rest of the world, I thank you.
But, Victoria, if you get elected, promise me you'll support my initiative to build a Sasquatch barrier around the school. It pays for itself after the first 1,000 Sasquatches.
Pretty sure the plural of Sasquatch is Sasquatchy.
Actually, it might be Sasquai.
And what's the plural of Yeti?
Yeti.
Right.
She is, Eric. Miss Delphine, the world's most beautiful substitute teacher.
Another substitute? Last month you fell for the geometry sub.
Oh, she drew a straight line to my heart.
Before that, it was algebra.
It all added up to romance.
And before that, it was philosophy.
I love. Therefore, I am.
Why do you always fall in love with a substitute?
It's just such an exciting line of work. You know, they're always on call. They come in on a moment's notice. They save the day. It's just so heroic.
Interesting point, but you never do anything about it. Listen, Mr. D, you're not getting any younger. I mean, That's obvious. And I think you would benefit from having a lady in your life. Didn't you take your turtle to homecoming?
Oh, it was such a lovely evening. Teresa and I danced together all night. Slow danced, of course.
All right, Mr. D. This is what you gotta do. You plan a big date. You get dressed up, you tell Miss Delphine exactly how you feel, and then you just whisk her off.
Oh! No, you're right. You are right. I'm gonna do it this time. Oh, but no matter what happens, don't tell Teresa. She gets very jealous. Oh, and if I don't compliment her on how attractive she looks in her shell, does she snap at me?
I really appreciate you editing my video, Charlie.
Well, it took me all morning. Oh, my eyes are all blurry. I'm seeing all sorts of new colors. Oh, look, there's purple, yellow, gent orange. Oh, but I think I've got it narrowed down to the main points.
This is going to be great. There's one thing this school needs more than anything, and that's leadership, smaller classes, more bathrooms. And that's where I would like to discuss point 107, which is basically point 53, that every student here has the responsibility to make your own sandwiches in the cafeteria. Would be healthier if they were made with teachers who are pleading with me to end this speech with an old Lithuanian proverb that says, "Don't ever trust your parents, for they are the ones who will stand by and let the place where we prepare for our future become anything less than the best. Not on my butt." I'm Victoria Jagger, and I approve this message.
Huh?
Not on my butt? Not on my butt? Did I just say not on my butt? It sure sounded like it.
I think I just found my new ringtone.
I can't have the video out there like this.
Don't worry, I'll fix it before I send out the final version.
At least I caught it in time.
Hey, it's not on my butt, girl. Not on my butt. Not on my butt.
Maybe I shouldn't have sent out the rough cut.
Whoa! Mr. D, looking good.
Oh, thanks, Eric.
Parker's funeral home?
Yeah, they had a sale. All right, Eric, this is it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna declare my love for Miss Delphine.
That's great. When's it all happening?
Oh, any moment now. I saw Miss Delphine go into the teacher's lounge for coffee. When she comes back out, I'm gonna let her know how I feel. I've even got a hot air balloon waiting outside with a string quartet on board. Though we may need to lose a cellist if we actually want to get off the ground. Either way, I'm gonna take her up into the clouds like the angel she is. Together, we're gonna soar to the ends of the earth. Or as far as I can get her for $50. Here she comes. Come to me, my pretty, pretty bunny.
Flabby, flap, flap, flabby, flap, flap, flabby, flabby.
Will the owner of a hot air balloon please report to the front office? Your balloon is being towed. Attention, everyone! This is an important day for me, one that I've worked so hard for and planned for so long. I'll be giving a speech later today that will take place
Not on my butt.
and I'll be leaving behind a stack of pamphlets.
Not on my butt.
And when I'm finished, I will be giving everyone a sticker that they can put anywhere they want.
Not on my butt.
Not on my butt.
Not on my butt.
What is happening? I can't take it anymore. What's going on? Everywhere I go, people shout, "Not on my butt," and laugh at me. It's so embarrassing. They're not laughing at you. Okay, maybe they are. But they would be laughing with you if you were laughing with them. I don't understand. I never understood comedy either, but I thought I should learn if I was going to work on What's Up Warthogs. Since then, I've learned that a well-timed joke can really lighten the mood after I point out a teacher's mistakes. Comedy was invented in 3100 BC by an Egyptian servant named Hop. Hop presented the pharaoh Menes with a flower that squirted water on the king. Menes reacted by shouting Ha's name over and over again. Ha, 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 which is now known as laughter. Ha was then thrown in a dungeon where he earned his nickname, Ow! I've also learned a few basic rules. If there is a pie in a scene, then the pie is usually going in someone's face. If there is a banana peel, then you're in for some slippery fun. And if there's someone dressed as a clown, well, that person usually took a wrong turn in life. There are also a number of funny objects. For instance, the rubber chicken. For some reason, people find this hilarious, but I think it's a bit of a stretch. A gorilla mask. Always a go-to when you're monkeying around. See? And 3 brightly colored balls for juggling in the air. I don't know how to juggle, but I've heard that it's quite entertaining. And finally, an arrow through the head. See? I have an arrow through my head, yet I can still carry on with a coherent conversation. It's hilarious, isn't it?
Yes, that is funny.
Here. You try. See, your eyes are falling out, which in most cases would indicate severe optic failure. But in this case, to quote the pharaoh Menes,
I understand.
oh, let me see the arrow. Look at me! I am officially a comedy genius! Hey there, Warthogs!
I'm Eric Ortiz.
And I'm Victoria Jagger.
And it's time for some announcements. West Hill would like to welcome a new English teacher, Mr. Stinkwell. And with a name like Stinkwell,
I sure hope they don't put him in a small room.
That was funny.
Nah, funny is how your mom dressed you this morning.
Whoa!
Wow, you are on a roll, huh? In other announcements,
You know what Mr. Stinkwell's grading policy is? You either pass or you pass out. Bam!
very good.
But you know what's not required in Mr. Stinkwell's class? Deodorant. Am I right? Hey, you!
Okay, come on now, Victoria. We have announcements to do.
Hey, I'm just trying to keep people awake.
Got that covered. Thanks.
Aw, you're just jealous because you're the least funny person on the show.
What? Where did you hear that?
I didn't hear it, I read it.
Where?
Not on my butt. Yeah!
Women. Who needs them?
You got that right, brother.
You know, I haven't been this depressed since Principal Colonel Masters used me to demonstrate field combat. Oh, Miss Delphine. Just another in a long list of women who'll never know my name.
Hey, I'm done with women, too. I mean, 1 minute, you're arguing and insulting each other and everything is wonderful. Then they ruin everything, trying to make you laugh.
What does it take to impress a gal these days? Huh? I rented a hot air balloon. You have any idea what air costs these days? Not cheap.
Women.
Oh, I hear you, brother. I hear you.
You boys ready for a refill?
Leave the bottle.
They're just so tough to understand.
You're telling me. And they never do what you ask.
And they barely talk to me.
Or they talk too much.
They're always trying to hunt you down.
Uh-huh.
And then when they find you, they just want to eat your brains.
Well, I guess they like to get in your head and consume what's there.
And the worst is when they surround you with like 50 of their undead friends and try to tear you limb from limb with their decayed hands. Ugh.
Women don't do that, Charlie.
Oh, women? No, I thought we were talking about zombies.
Wow, look at all the people. What a great turnout for my speech.
More people are interested because they're expecting you to be funny.
Okay then, on with the show. Good afternoon, everyone. I haven't seen this many people in the hall since Mr. DeNovi lost his pants. But all joking aside, I'm here today to talk about something serious, the student council budget.
Not on my butt.
As I was saying, we desperately need to do something about this crisis.
Not on my butt.
Because if we don't, the result is going to be a very ugly situation.
Not on my butt.
Can we just, please, can we just... Oh, this is horrible. Nobody's listening and I don't know what to do. Is it even possible to be both funny and an effective political speaker? Not on my butt.
Sorry, but if you toss one down the middle like that, I'm going to knock it out of the park.
Oh, I've been looking for you. I built a miniature version of the school and was looking down on it, laughing maniacally. You know, like a vengeful god, like, And then I thought it would be a little bit weird if no one was there to see me. But then I did it again. It was a good afternoon.
I've been writing jokes for me and Victoria to do on the show. Now, I've been using this puppet as Victoria to practice. I'll go, "Hey, Victoria, guess who has a new policy in his class? Our old friend, Mr. Stinkwell." And she'll say, "Well, as long as that policy is handing out gas masks, I'm all for it." It's gonna be great, man. We're gonna be a good comedy team.
Just like Abbott and Costello.
Ah, the comedy team from the 40s.
No, my baby cousin's Abbott and Costello. Costello's pretty cool, but Abbott's just a stinker. Seriously, I had to change his diaper once.
Excuse me. I need to speak to the man in charge.
That would be me. What can I do for you?
I need to speak to the club advisor.
Oh, adult supervisor. Yeah, that's Mr. DeNovi. He's right over there.
Hi. What can I do for you?
You can tell me why I can't teach my class without disruption. I ask my students where the Battle of New Orleans was fought, and they say, "Not on my butt." I ask them if they can show me the capital of France, and they say, "Not on my butt." I ask them where the erasers are kept, and they say, "They're in the supply drawer." But then I ask them where the supply drawer is, and they say, "Not on my butt." You are responsible for putting out that video with that ridiculous phrase. You, sir, are an awful man. And I trust that you should have your students under more control, Mr. DeNovi.
Wow, she really tore into you.
Yeah, are you okay? She knows my name.
She knows my name!
Hey there, Warthogs.
I'm Eric Ortiz, and she is Victoria Jagger, and the two of us are here to crack you up. Let the hilariosity begin. So, Victoria, guess who has a new policy in his class? Our old friend, Mr. Stinkwell.
That's nice. I think every teacher should set policies so that students know what's expected of them.
Okay, try again. Hey, Victoria, Guess who I saw in the principal's office? Mr. Stinkwell. I'm sure you have something funny to say about that, right? Mr. Stinkwell in the principal's office.
Hopefully, they were discussing ways in which our school can be more effective as an institution of learning.
Institute what? What are you doing? What happened to all your jokes?
This isn't a time for jokes. This is a time to be serious.
Now you want to be serious?
That's right. I'm here to discuss the student council budget crisis.
Student council. Okay. Wink, wink. Gotcha. I see where this is going. Go ahead.
This pie represents the entire budget. This pie represents how it is spent. So, 20% of the budget goes to holiday decorations. 30% goes towards banquets. And 40% goes towards homecoming and prom. This leaves a scant 10% from what we started with for emergencies, which is why we desperately need to establish a rainy day fund. Thank you.
That's it?
Yes.
No. No. Do not have a pie and not do something funny.
I'm not here to be funny. I want people to understand
That 30% goes to banquets. That 20% goes to holiday decorations. Blah, blah. We need to establish a rainy day fund. Boring.
It's good to hear that you were paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention. I was only listening because I thought something funny was gonna happen.
That's right, and you heard what I had to say. But from now on, I want people to listen to me because they're interested in my opinions, not because they're expecting juvenile jokes or grade school humor.
Well, then, I guess you made your point.
Yes, I did. And in other news...